So, let's take the tour. We'll start right here because, of course, this is where we keep the battle jackets. Just an ordinary closet, of course, but made special by what's inside. Again, I have 8 jackets so far, and there are going to be more on the way. 9 and 10 are currently in the works. Going to see an Ace Frehley tribute band with Todd Howard from Ace's band, so I'll be wearing my Kiss jacket tonight. Over here I got my Revenge of the Jedi poster. Of course, that's a reproduction. A few random posters. This right here is Cyanide. That's a local Vegas group, although Robert Hussey, the guy singing, he's the only one that's actually still in the band. He's been working on a new album for years, which I hope will be out soon. Got some other random movie posters up here. Then I got my movie collection, or part of it, over here. There's my Columbia Classic sets, Hitchcock, Universal Monsters, Batman. Right over here are all my set lists. I used to like to collect these at every concert I went to, and got a few pretty good ones here. There's Black and Blue right there. Some of these are for a band called the Sin City Sinners that used to play out here in Vegas, and they would oftentimes have special guests. That one's Carlos Cavazo from Quiet Riot, Janet Gardner from Vixen, Jeff Watson, formerly of Night Ranger, Y&T right here. This is from Frank Domino's album release party. That's actually Greg Giuffria right there, and a bunch of other guys that were present. The band Autograph. Randy Rand has since passed away, unfortunately. Itinerary from Lita Ford's performance at Vamped about 10 years ago. That pink one there is a flyer for the band Lion. That was Doug Aldrich's old band before Whitesnake and Dio. They did the theme song to the 1980s Transformers animated movie. A few others for like local bands and stuff. Got a UFO set list right here from 2016. Next time I meet Rob DeLuca, I'll have to have him sign that. Got some comic books that were signed down on the bottom. Presents from my friend Lynn. But right here I got Zebra, that's signed by singer-guitarist Randy Jackson. That's Jolyn Turner, the former Rainbow vocalist. Ron Keel, when he used to do a public access show out here in Las Vegas. Scorpions, although that's actually a tribute band. It's not the real group. And I got some signed Sin City Sinners set lists down here. The Red Dragon Cartel there, I believe that's Phil Varone, who used to sign that, former drummer of Saigon Kick. In most people's houses, this would be the linen closet, but in my house, it's the movie closet. I've been collecting movies for years, so of course this is a pretty big collection. But yeah, you get an idea of some of the stuff that's there. I'm not going to go through and talk about each and every title, but you can see how big a collection it is. Right over here we got the bathroom, and of course when you go in my bathroom you get Godzilla watching you while you do your business. More posters and signed memorabilia. This Iron Man comic's actually signed by Stan Lee. My buddy Lynn got that for me. Frank Domino from his album release party, the singer of Angel. Newspaper signed by Robin McCauley. This Aces High thing is an Iron Maiden tribute band. That art's actually done by and autographed by Derek Riggs, who's Iron Maiden's actual original Eddie artist. Of course, up there you got the Abbey Road art from the Beatles, one of my favorite albums of all time. Late Frankie Banelli, Matthew and Gunnar Nelson. A few Power Ranger autographs here again, gifts from my friend Lynn. And then got my Carrie movie poster there. And for the Deer Hunter, those were from Shout Factory when they did promos. Got some signed photos there. A picture of Dave Mustaine from Megadeth. Got a signed photo of the late Tim Kelly from Slaughter. Sadly, I didn't get that signed myself. Audio Slave, featuring the late Chris Cornell and all those Rage Against the Machine guys. Signed poster from all the classic members of White Lion. Signed poster of most of the classic members of Black and Blue. Got a whole stack of music DVDs here that I'm reviewing for my YouTube channel. Continuing down here, got more of the box sets. All my Dragon Ball stuff is right here. The Dragon box sets are out of print. More sets over here. I got everything from the Toxic Avenger to Andy Griffith. Got my Monty Python box on the bottom there. And more memorabilia over here. Got my reissue of the original Metal Massacre signed by Brian Slagle, founder of Metal Blade. My Hearing Aid record here is actually autographed by several of the participants. And a lot of my signed ticket stubs and photo passes and things like that I just put over here. Got a lanyard there signed from the Kings of Thrash show back in 2022. I don't have a ton of CDs anymore, but the ones that I do have are actually autographed. Got some signed DVDs as well. A few more signed CDs there. And then some stuff that's just not autographed is on the bottom. A few more posters up here. A few signed ones up there from some musicians. And a few other just like comic book ones and stuff as well. More movies down here. This is mostly the ones I have box sets for, or a lot of different movies for. Got some more signed photos here, including Warrant and Skid Row. Rest in peace, Johnny Solinger. Got my Pokemon cards here, like the somewhat rare and valuable ones. A few things I need to hang back up that I took down. A few more signed photos and posters in the corner. Got some old flats hanging up above and some inner sleeves and things like that. Got a few random pieces of memorabilia hanging on the fridge with magnets. Some other memorabilia and like beverages and hot sauces and things right here. Even got my Todd Kearns candle. Got vodka from Metal Blade Records and also from D. Snyder. Got some Kiss Cola there in the background from Rocket Fizz. I don't know if Rocket Fizz is still in business. A few smaller posters over here as well. Got this Bullet Boys poster signed by all four of the classic members of the band, albeit not all at the same time. Let's check out the garage. Some of these are like old t-shirts that I cut up. There's some old posters and like cutouts from magazines, just a little bit of everything out here. This is from a live gig in 2015 that a friend got me. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to attend. Got some signed posters and 8x10s here that still need to be framed. And not even all the way up the stairs. I've still got a few movie posters and things like that. Got some random cool rock memorabilia here. My friend April got this drum head signed by Eric Singer. She gave it to me when she moved away, but moved back to town, so thankfully she hasn't asked for it back yet. Got a few of my badges from various shows and events. That one being signed by the late Frankie Bonelli. More badges over here. Some of the comics and things I didn't have space for downstairs ended up here. This room will probably look immediately familiar because this is where I do my YouTube videos if you watch my channel at all. But now you actually get to see some of the other walls in here. Of course, when I'm doing my videos, I'm facing a giant Kiss poster. That probably comes as no surprise. More posters over here. In here is where all my rock and roll books are. And even a few other ones as well, so not everything in here is a music book, but there are some nice finds. Got some manga and comics up on this row. Got a few Power Ranger figures up here that were signed by the late Jason David Frank before he passed. Got some airplane models over here, including some of Iron Maiden's Ed Force One plane. I need to find a better place to put these. As always, Always in the process of buying patches that'll go on new jackets. For years, I've collected autographed records, and this room is where they end up. And yes, there are a lot of them here. I used to try to get records signed at nearly every show I went to, but when I got more into photography, I needed my hands free, so I don't really do this much anymore. Unless it's like a signing or a special event.